All right, everyone, let's just sit here a bit. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. When you join, do you click on allow for the browser to use the mic? I'm gonna add you to the stream to see if that helps. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Nice. How's it going, man?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing good, thanks.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Wally Rodriguez, the crypto hunter. This is a good friend, I from Archieneko Team. So, iTech, talk to us. What is Archieneko?
Good question. So
Well, I'm sorry. I started out wrong.
that's
Present
okay.
yourself properly and tell us what is Archieneko.
Good deal. Yeah, I'm iTech. I'm a mod over at Archieneko, and it's a community-based token. So Archieneko was started based on JP. He's our CEO.
Okay.
Based on his cat Archie, and Archie was a real live cat. Um, Poor Archie, he did pass away, but it was a cat. This cat, he had leukemia, and
Oh,
nobody wanted him. And JP's daughter brought Archie home one time from school, and I think she was going to take the cat back or something. And then JP ended up taking care of the cat for the weekend or something.
yeah.
So that being said, they became good buddies, and I think JP's always mentioned like he had really good positive vibes around Archie. And unfortunately, there was an accident, and Archie passed away last November.
Okay.
But JP, with his relationship with that cat, it was very special. He's not a cat person; he's more of a dog person. He's always said, but he ended up taking the Archie name, and he wanted to bring it to the world, and with it include that giving back positivity vibe that he felt when he was with Archie. So that's how it started. Additionally, JP's in finance, and he's been in crypto for a little while as well. We've all been there where some of these projects they don't end up the greatest, and
Yeah.
there's things that are frustrating. You get people. He's a financial advisor. You get people to come in to projects and they don't do well. All those things. So JP took a hard, long look at it and ended up creating this project. So it's been a fun ride. We're just over a month old.
All right. Now, I understand why he started the project. I understand who's behind the project. Now, my next question will be what's his vision? What is he trying to do with the Archineco?
Well, like I said, it's a community-based token, so trying to give back to the holders as much as possible. And you can see that within the tokenomics and in the white paper. Uh, all in all, the tokenomics are always focused on a couple different things. You got giving back to the holders, and then getting to the blockchain. So once the once we get to where we want to with the project, price wise, and however much we can lift up the community, lift up everything, the goal is to switch over to the blockchain. So that's the main goal. But if you look at the tokenomics, like reflections are 6% reflections. So that's something that's different that nobody's done before. So that's on the buy end and the sell end, 6% reflections. And then another unique piece of it is that treasury. So the 2% on the buy and the sell, the treasury, that those funds will eventually be able to help all the holders, especially with the transition to the blockchain.
Okay, I'm just looking over here for the treasury right here. Okay, I see.
Yeah, and I can give you another example of like how it's community based and community driven.
All right.
From the beginning, I was fortunate enough to be there and had JP. He was training us, and it was a long process to try to understand his vision. And we're still learning it. Everybody, even the holders, are still learning bits and pieces of his vision on a daily basis. But from the beginning, I've always noticed with JP, he's always wanted to do whatever he could do to give back to the holders, whether that's no fees, like with our staking. He always wanted no fees. So initially there had been a fee to enter into and then to leave the staking pool. So that was one thing that he wanted to get rid of. So worked with developers to get rid of that. Same with the tokenomics on that. There's no tokenomics on our staking. So there's no 15% in, 20% transaction fee, what have you. And actually, to prove that even more, when we started staking, the first couple people that did start, there was the transaction, the 20%. And JP took it upon himself to make sure that he refunded those people who had those transactions, because that was the main goal for the communities to have no fees. So it was just cool to see that go down. Deployer wallet, once we had a mod that was made it, he noticed, he said, hey, do the reflections go to the deployer wallet as well? And looking into it, yes, they did go to the deployer wallet. So one thing JP wanted to do with the project is make sure that those reflections would be burned for the better of the community, as opposed to going somewhere else within the project or back to somewhere where who knows. So little things like that are changing along the way. I think staking was originally supposed to be 32% with our APY, and ended up changing it to 72%, and that's for the 30-day staking. But there's little things that have changed throughout the project that you just notice, and the community decides on what changes as well. So that's what I like about it.
All right. Give me 1 second, Tech. Let me pull up the staking. This is it right here, correct?
Yep, you're right there.
Yeah, so
that's the yield farming. That's the yield farming tab.
Okay.
Staking might be, if you look up, go up, scroll up a little bit. There you go.
Oh, I see right here, stake.
Yes.
All right, so staking 72% APY for 30 days. Staking 78% APY for 60 days and 84% APY for 90 days. Very impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Just I mean, those are high percentages. It's what's really fun to watch happen is you've got things that are being done constantly and quickly. JP's a very motivated person, and
Okay.
when he says something, like, he really means it. So I mean, we even with the staking platform and the DApp, like, this stuff was ready a few weeks after launch, and we came out with staking right away. Um, NFTs. We're sitting talking about NFTs and what would be cool about it and what's going to be cool about the metaverse, all things that are related to the project. And then all of a sudden, JP drops a test site of the NFTs that are ready. And after just giving us a couple sneak peeks of what the NFT would look like, um, having that ready. Right now, the swap, we're working on a swap as well that's
Okay.
close to being available for the holders, and it's just for the Archie community, Archie holders. But all this stuff is just like one after another. It keeps coming quickly, which is fun to see in a project.
Yeah, actually, when I spoke to JP myself, I found it interesting how he did say he's gonna bring up Archieneko. He brought it up. He said a week later, the staking and the lucky strike should be ready, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, um, comparing to other projects, I noticed that he is doing the best to keep his word to the community on
Yeah.
everything that he has said so far. All right. So now talk to us a little bit about what is Lucky Strike.
So yeah, Lucky Strike is a weekly raffle, and you'll have the ability to purchase raffle tickets. Well, you do have the ability to purchase the raffle tickets every week with the hope to get a winning ticket. And originally there was only going to be a couple winners, and we were going to do like a 40%. So we'll have the pool, um, and we're going to do a 40% burn. But how the pool's created, I'll go that way first. So
Okay.
whoever in the community, whoever buys the tickets, I think tickets are $10 worth of Archie tokens. So whoever buys those tickets, they can buy, I think, up to 100 at a time if they wanted to. But we'll have that amount. So say it's $10,000, $20,000, what have you. Archie is going to come. We're going to come, and we'll match the pool every week. So once the pool's matched, you do the drawing, um, and from there, there's going to be 6 winners throughout the whole. It probably shows it to you there also, but 6 winners.
Okay.
So
Let me give you a hand with that. All right. So price pot says 114,425,577 on Chineco.
yes, for right now, and what happens is if so, you have to pick, the numbers have to be drawn. The correct numbers have to be drawn for the raffle, and you have to pick the number has to be hit in order for that ticket to be valid and be counted out. So if you have a ticket that is, it would still be valid if it doesn't hit that week. So you have to match 6 numbers. You have to match one option is to match 5 numbers, 4 numbers, and it goes down from there. But all in all, once that ticket gets matched by someone, then it'll be void. but your ticket is still valid if nobody hits on that week. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, um, he's, if I'm understanding it correctly, it's like giving it a second chance type of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If that specific prize isn't hit, or if nobody matches those, like the six numbers, then it rolls over for the next week. For the tickets that were purchased that week, they still have the ability to hit it, unless those tickets won and hit one of the options.
Oh, I actually find that very interesting because, I mean, I don't play the lottery anymore, man, but I used to play $10, $20, and if that ticket didn't hit, that's it. I lost my money. So I like that idea. It's nice. It's unique. So
Yeah, and I mean the other thing too is, like, as the project, everybody's confident in the project. The project's going to do well. We're very confident that it will. But as holders in the project start to realize the benefits of how well they're doing, I think it'll be interesting to see how many more holders end up playing the Lucky Strike every week as their token amount grow, or as it grows. That's what I think will be fun. I think the pools will get bigger and bigger.
yeah, yeah. Now my next question would be, you mentioned something about NFT. So explain a little bit about that.
Yes. So the NFTs are they'll have more use cases in the metaverse, but right now we have an option to where you're able to purchase a. There you go. You got them up right there. Yeah, those are them. This is on the test net, but you have the option to create a new wallet and purchase a pre-sale bag, basically, for these NFTs. Uh, Originally, we saw from JP like a couple of these sneak peeks throughout the last week or so, and then knowing JP and where his focus was with some of the news that was in the industry, and we wanted to make sure that, or he wanted to make sure that he had the swap option coming soon for his holders in the event that we needed to be self-sufficient with the swap. So as he's working on that, the developers were still working through this and creating these NFTs, which we didn't know. So it's kind of surprise the last week or so that this came out. Every night in our AMAs, we we have a bunch of folks that are in there, and we'll crack jokes and say which NFT is which person, stuff like that. But this last week, it's been good because people have had the opportunity to purchase a bag and use that bag as their NFT bag in the future. So these NFTs, these pre-sale NFTs, they're not going to be released until after we 4x from here. So once we 4x from here, that's when the NFTs will be released to those pre-sale holders.
Okay, that's very interesting. So let me take a look at the web page real quick. It says, welcome to our community. Being part of the Archieneko Club introduces you to a community of worldwide entrepreneur. It will give you the opportunity to get in touch with matters of e-commerce already set up in the real life business. Many IRL meetup events as online events will be organized between holders so that they can exchange the network, discuss marketing strategies, and all subject related to their business so we can grow up and improve together. 25,000 unique Archieneko who need drivers. The Archieneko is a collection of 25,000 gener- uh, generative Archieneko with hundreds of elements. Each artwork is original with its own color and palette and creation. The objective was to make each Archieneko unique in order to prioritize quality above quantity. All right, so I'm guessing this is the part where you pick the skin, the background, the clothes, whichever eyes, face wear, mouth, the neck, head wear, footwear, and accessories. So wow, you're literally creating like from head to toe. You're minting your own Archinago NFT. Am I correct?
Yeah, that'll be the option in the future. Um, the pre-sale bag holders are the ones that will have those NFTs that are going to have use cases in the metaverse and be able to really make the holder money in the metaverse. So it's a big discussion that we've had uh, in the within the community. Every night in the AMA is talking about the metaverse and ideas and where the community wants it to go to. So it's always changing and evolving, which is fun. But yeah, the NFTs, you'll have the ability to create your own in the future. Right now, what the pre-sellers are will be doing is once JP knows what folks will be out there that are participating in the pre-sale, um, we'll have the ability to understand more what the story is in the metaverse and which ones are going to have more use case and which ones will be able to make the holder more money. So there's I think there's 10,000 right now. There's eventually going to be the 25,000 because there's going to be a lot of unique opportunities within the metaverse to where maybe if you have a stadium full of or an empty stadium that's a basketball stadium, say, and you need a bunch of NFTs, a bunch of Archies to be in there watching the game. So that's where we'll have the additional extra Archies. So some will be more valuable than others, but all in all, the opportunity to get into the pre-sale bag of or buy a pre-sale bag right now is something that's been extended from JP, and a lot of the community is taking advantage of it. It's been fun to see everybody get excited about it.
Yeah, I mean that I'm impressed, man. And trust me, I've been around the crypto market for a little while, and JP's idea is very interesting. It's very unique. Like, you don't see too many developers that they actually ask the community, well, what do you think of this? You know, they just do whatever they want to do when they want to do, and that's it. You got to deal with it. So yeah, I like the fact that he is thinking about his holders. And man, as far as utility, more or less, how many more is it? Well, let me go through this real quick. The most frequently asked question, and then I want to know like what is there, what more utilities has he been thinking about? But just give me 1 second. So, what is the Archieneko Club? The Archieneko Club is a collection of 5,000 non fungible tokens going absolutely bonkers within the Ethereum blockchain. How much will it cost to mint? The price of the mint is 0.065 ETH. When will mining be available? The Archieneko reveal occurs on May. How many can we mint per wallet? 10 per wallet. The amount of royalty was fixed at 7.5% to finance the NFT club project. We have the ambition to organize multiple events around the world in order to strengthen the community and build a network of entrepreneurs and investors with the same mindset and common interest. The funds collected will benefit the holders. This percentage can be decreased over time. How can I use my NFT? You will be able to use your NFT as an avatar in the metaverse. What is the metaverse? The metaverse offer to share virtual experience where land avatars and name can be bought and sold, often using cryptocurrency. The future faces and the NFT Club roadmap will allow you to join this metaverse using the asset you own. Very interesting. All right. So now, what are like, if you are allowed to talk about it, because I also understand that certain things you have to ask the big boss. Um, so what other plans, what other utilities we can be expecting?
So right now, I'd say you know the utility is taking advantage of the staking, the yield farming, the lucky strike. Those are great opportunities to earn more tokens. Um, I'm super bullish because of the swap. I think the swap is going to be huge. We'll be able to just have that peace of mind in the event that something in the future were to happen in other swaps. We would have the ability to be self-sufficient. I like that a lot. So that'll be a good one. The NFTs and the use cases in the metaverse, that's going to be it's going to be a really big deal if you have the right NFT and how the metaverse it's sounding. It's going to be with the ability to you know make money off of these NFTs in the future because they'll be associated with real businesses, real transactions that are taking place within the metaverse. So all those together are what I would think be the ones that I'm excited about now or looking forward to. The fact that the blockchain is going to be here sooner than we think is really, really, I don't know, it's mind boggling. But I know how JP works and he's very determined. So I think that's a goal. We've got 60 private buyers and all their bags are locked for 6 months. And then us mods, we have a mod bag too, and we get paid. But those bags are locked for a year.
Okay.
JP's bags are locked for a year. But all in all, the goal is to get to the blockchain as quick as we can. And I think you'll find that we're going to be there sooner than later, which is how everything's kind of come out thus far. It's always sooner than later. So, but yeah, I mean, really bullish on just about anything that we've created thus far or will have here very soon.
Okay. So basically we have staking, we have farming, we have lucky strike, we have the NFT collection, the swap, and a blockchain. Is that correct? Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And
But
you said, I also understand that the private seller, the their their bag, as we say, is locked up for 6 months, correct?
yeah, well, right now for 5 months from here. Um,
Okay.
all in all, and JP stressed, like, the relationship he has with his private buyers is they've known them, they've worked with them for a long time, for years, so it's very strong. Um, from what I've heard, a lot of the private buyers are also very determined to get to the blockchain. So um, normally, where you would be in a scenario where maybe it's not the best situation, and you don't know the private buyers, or the bags aren't locked, how those situations all turn out. But all in all, the relationship JP has with those private buyers, and where he wants to go and where they're willing to go with the blockchain, I see them sticking around and supporting the project for quite a while. So that's another big plus that I saw early on with talking to JP about the project.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think would be good for the community to know on anything in general, any type of advice, even though we cannot give financial advice, but what's your reason for investing in this project, and why do you believe in it so much?
I mean, I think we've got a great team. And I say team, it's the mod team, but it's also the community. There's so many of the community members that are there on a daily basis that come in, voice their opinions, say, whatever they think is right for the project. Example would be, we had a couple days where we did a 0% tax, and that was a community decision. So that was a buy tax. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that was a community decision, and it was over, I think, a couple of AMAs where that was decided we're going to do it. And then the other night we had another discussion. Should we given the gas prices are high, should we give some of our community members that are interested in the NFT pre-sale bag, should we give them the option to potentially, well, we would extend the time frame to be able to get into the NFT pre-sale bag. So I guess all in all, it's like the community side, the community piece of it, where everybody has a voice, and nobody in the community is scared to share what they think about the project and how it should be. And that's what you really want. And JP doesn't let us not voice our opinion. He's always pushing for everybody to explain what they think, and let's make a decision together, all those things. So those things, with the community piece of it, and just seeing what's been changed to really better everything for the holders, from the very beginning, is what makes me proud to say I'm part of the project.
Very good, man. I mean, as far as any more questions, I don't know if anybody in the chat has any questions.
I'm loving that you got a channel going, Waddy.
Oh, thank you, bro.
And I appreciate very much. I mean, everybody does, but thanks so much for having us to be a part of this.
Thank you guys also for being so supportive. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's great to see you get this going, and we appreciate the platform 100%.
Thank you. All right, iTech. I mean, if there is anything else, unless you just want to hang out for a little bit, I think this should be enough unless anybody else has any other questions or or you yourself wanna comment or something else.
Yeah, I mean, I think one other thing to highlight is just how JP sometimes says my people don't sell, but look at the chart. You know, the chart is it's a beautiful chart, and it
Okay,
does
hold
it
on.
does say
Let me put up the chart. Hold on. Uh, can you see the chart?
yeah.
All right, hold on. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, first let me say this. I've been studying the project for a while, and I am surprised, since launch date, it has been keeping itself stable.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
see it right here over and over and over and over again. And now if we kind of see a little drop like this, to me is normal because the whole market is taking a deep dive. So, but I see that, he has been he has well everybody has been able to help keep that chart stable,
right.
and that tells me a lot.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's the word's getting out. My team, everybody, the community is doing the best they can to get the word out, but it's definitely a diamond in the rough right now. That's what I would say.
Okay. My friend John says pimp slap the like button.
I like that. Absolutely.
We have some of the Archieneko community. Let me go through every comment because it's kind of hard for me to multitask when I'm
Yeah,
doing
you're
the
good.
live stream. So okay, it says Archieneko to the moon. Archie, let's go. 1000x.
Yeah, I think today the majority of the day we're trending like 6,000, 7,000 tweets or Archie hashtag Archieneko tweets every hour. So that's
Yeah,
exciting.
you know what? That is a question, man, that I didn't mean to ask. How is the marketing? Because I noticed you guys are like on that like no tomorrow,
Yeah.
nonstop. So I actually like that.
Yeah. I mean, community driven, like we do contests, we do shilling contests, give our community the opportunity to earn Archie tokens. Sometimes you know, that'll go a little bit further, or it's just a different way of marketing. But yeah, the the presence on Twitter is big, and we're presence elsewhere as well, but that's where the community side of it comes in as well. Like, let those out there who want the chance to earn some free Archie, let's give them a shill contest. Um, one other cool thing I forgot to mention is, and we're closer than it might look because of our staking. So people staked all their tokens into our staking. But once we get to 750 holders, there's going to be a 250 quintillion burn. So
Wow.
that's one thing I forgot to mention. So we've been pushing for that with the community. But yeah, man, I mean, community driven. There's a lot of people that are spreading the word, whether it's getting shirts and wearing them around the community, or talking to friends and just letting them know I found a good project. This is where I'm going to be in the space, and come join us. That's been, we're hearing a lot of those stories.
Okay.
but yeah, chart looks strong, man, and it's been fun to see that. And we're super excited to see where we can go, and let's hope for a bull run for the whole market. And regardless, we're confident Archie's going to do well.
Yeah, I believe, that if Bitcoin decides to turn back around, it would do good for so many coins. But, it's just a time of patience. Let me read this one. Xia Qian Lu says this seems very interesting. Just more ways to earn some passive income. And with the burn, even if we don't win, everyone still wins.
Yeah, she's talking about sounds like, yeah, she's talking about the lucky strike. That's I forgot to mention that, but once the winners are chosen with the lucky strike, then 20% of that pool will be burnt for the community. So even if you don't play in the lucky strike, you're still getting to take part in the raffle in a way, because you'll have the burn for the community.
Okay. I mean, I'm impressed, man. I mean, there is nothing else I could add. I think we already cover the whole situation. Hold on. Um, John says, I have to say, in my personal opinion, by far, Archieneko has one of the mod team in the space. That's true. That's
Hopefully meant one of the best.
no. Meaning that, yeah, he said the best right there.
Yeah, nice, cool,
Yeah,
man. That's awesome. No, yeah, I mean, we got a lot. We got a strong team, and like I said before, community is just as strong. Like, you would think that some of the community members that are in there on a daily basis, you'd think they're mods too, because they're helping answer questions when people come in, always giving input, showing support. But we always need more. We want people to take advantage of the price where it's at. This is, like I always say, future whale level pricing,
correct.
because people get in now, they're gonna be happy they did. But we always need more. We need to grow our community, and let the tokenomics and let the way that the project was built, like, let it speak for itself, and let's get to the blockchain, and everyone benefits.
Yeah. I was also reading here. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, treasury swap, blockchain. Okay, I thought I read something about a 3FA wallet, but I'm
Shoot,
guessing.
my fault. Yeah, yeah. The 3FA wallet. That's another utility I totally spaced, so I apologize. But
Okay.
that's going to be available as well. JP was talking about that last night. Um, you know, goals to make sure when getting into that wallet, there's no tokenomics. So that's one thing we started talking about more the last day or so. So knowing JP, he's working on it. I'm sure it's being worked on in the background right now too. But a lot of hard work, man, that's going into the project, and uh, it's fun to see one thing after another.
Well, man, I mean, tech. I'm really impressed. Let me just read the Archie ecosystem, which is what JP is trying to create. Our ecosystem is our echo. system of product that fall under the umbrella of Archie will build a decentralized community using DeFi network and protocols, drive utilities of wholesome value in order to generate wealth for our investors in the form of staking, yield farm, and treasury, to name a few. The Archie ecosystem will be an all-encompassing space with utility for across chain swaps, 3FA multi-chain wallet, Archie blockchain, Archie exchange, and the Archieverse. We will collaborate with the world we live in through our Archie Foundation, and will bring meaningful change in the lives of the group of people with the most need. Together with our community, we will always be looking to grow this ecosystem a sustainable manner, constantly disrupting the world for good.
I appreciate you very much for reading that, because as you're going through it, I'm remembering several things I forgot to talk about. But yeah,
Oh,
that's a good summary. Um, yeah, a lot going on. Uh, Super bullish. Ready, ready to get more folks into the VC. You know, we need some more life in the VC, and we welcome everybody to come say hi, learn more about the project, read the white paper. JP always says, do your due diligence, do your research, make sure you read the white paper, understand the project before you know that you want to get into it. And additionally, we've seen everybody that comes usually doesn't they don't leave, and they stick with the project. So if that tells you anything.
yeah, and I understand your BC is 24/7, correct?
Yes, 24/7. So like tonight, what's time is it? So it's four
Right
o'clock Central.
now, 5:03 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. So 5:03. So in 3 hours for me and you, but we'll have Twitter Space AMA on Mondays and Thursdays, and then every night, pretty much every night, we have a nightly. So it's at 7 o'clock CST on Mondays and Thursdays, and then every night at 9 o'clock CST, we have an AMA and Telegram. So there's a lot of time that's spent in this Telegram, and it's all for the holders. You know, JP is there. He spends so much time in that VC, and if he's not there, it's because he's working on something in the background and keeping us
All right,
updated on it. So it's fun. It's a fun space.
all right. And this is the part where is for those that usually have questions like, is the team docs? This is JP Matthews, uh, Wak Wakas Aziz, Abasi, correct? Xiao Qian Lu, Ganesh G. Shende, E4 Consultancy Service LLP, Geoff Grant, and Rabbi Mangaram. So I do see you guys are a fully doxed team, and that should, that usually earns the respect in the space, because a lot of tokens out there, they just bring bring their they just put like a little cartoon avatar, and next thing you know, man, everybody gets robbed. So I like
Yeah,
that.
confident that that's not happened, and that's just a few. I mean, you know, we've got mods that are worldwide, so
Okay.
everybody's working day and night, 24/7. But yeah, that's just a few. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's the other thing that I do like about the project. Just kind of, I'm really passionate about this space. It's fun to learn about it, and I was fortunate to learn a lot from other people in Telegram and different projects. So, you know, I like the space, but I feel super comfortable here, not just because I'm part of the project, but it's definitely is one that I think would bring peace of mind to a lot of people who've had tough situations in the past with other projects. They'll notice it and understand why once they become part of the community. But yeah, man, it's been it's been fun. Appreciate you very much for having me on here, having Archie on here.
No, no, man. Actually, thank you, iTech. It's my pleasure, man. And hopefully, this will not be the last time we do something like this. I feel like people need to find out what is this coin and where to purchase the coin. I put the link on my description. And yeah, I mean, everything is right there. Um, so yeah, man, Archieneko Exchange, Archieneko Blockchain, Archieneko Metaverse. That's pretty much it, man. Unless you know anything about any future blockchain exchange listing, or you want to keep that to yourself.
No, I'm glad you said that. Thanks so much. We this is it's a DeFi project. We're going to stay decentralized. So that's part of the reason that JP is working hard on the swap or our own swap. But we'll stay in Uniswap. We're going to try to stay out of the centralized exchanges. That's just something that you know we think keeping it consolidated and staying in that space is going to be good for the project. So there won't be any. I think the white paper might mention exchanges, but that's the goal right now is to stay in the DeFi, stay via Uniswap and or our own future swap that's soon will be available, and then get to the blockchain. That's the goal.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
thank
thanks,
you.
Wadi.
No, no, thank you, iTech. Thank you for
Yeah, I'm sure. Can you hear me?
I'm
Hello?
sorry.
No,
I just noticed I was talking to myself. I was saying thank you for coming. Thank you to the Archieneko family. And yeah, man, hopefully we'll do this again.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure JP will be available too. I know he's working hard today, but I appreciate you having me on and yeah, all good things to come. Thanks so much, Wadi.
No,
Congrats on the channel.
thanks again, iTech.
All right, brother.
All right.
See ya.